What's up, credit family? It's your pops, Mr. Credit Banking, and I am back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about reconsideration lines. Guys, when you get that denial letter and you know what, and you're like, I can't believe I got this denial letter, and you don't know what to do, guys, there's some things that you can do to turn that denial into approval. Guys, I've done it before. I got denied from Chase, and I called them up, and I got approved. And so there's numbers you can call, and then I also have like 5 or 6 tips that you can use to when you call them up on that reconsideration line to help you turn that denial into approval. But before we get started, guys, give me the old thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Let's get started. So my first tip, and guys, this one is very important because I know you're probably upset about being denied. When you call them up, you have to be very, very, very friendly, guys. Don't call them when upset and let them know you can't believe you've been denied or stuff like that. Remember, there's a human being that you're talking to, and you want to be nice and polite because you're trying to convince them to change their decision. So please be as friendly as possible and don't be rude or disrespectful to them. So, the other tip that I have, tip number 2, is, when you call them up, you should mention to them like why you want this card and why you would be a good card holder. So anyways, and I think that's very important in your whole process of convincing them that, that they should reconsider you. Anyways, and then also my next tip is that, why should you be reconsidered? Talk about the information on the denial letter. Maybe the information on the denial letter is bad information, so you want to point it out to them and let them know, hey, I should be reconsidered because of blah blah blah. The information is bad, and tell them specifically what's bad on the denial letter. And then also point out to them some of the benefits of the card. And to let them know you're really, really interested in this card, and you see some benefits on the card that you like. Like when when I got denied by Chase, and I spoke to them about why I should be reconsidered. Like for them, I pointed out that I like the 5% revolving cash back categories. So that's an example of what I used when I was denied, and I was able to turn my denial into approval. Then the next thing, if they have like some specific reason on the denial letter, talk about those specific reasons why that information could be bad, or if it is correct, why that there could be some mitigating circumstances, or maybe that was a long time ago, whatever. But don't try to pretend it's not there. I think you should talk about it and explain to them, maybe what happened if that information is true. And then my last tip that I have, which I use, because the information I just gave to you, when you call them up, you may be nervous, or you may even be upset, which I don't recommend that you call and yell at them. But what I do recommend is that you write down a script based on the tips that I gave you already. Put together a script so when you call them up, you can refer to it as you are talking to them. So make sure you cover everything. And so I don't want you to hang up afterwards and then I wish I covered this, I wish I covered that. I recommend you put together a script so your thoughts, make sense of why you should be reconsideration. And my bonus tip or bonus information is I'm gonna put up on the screen right here some of the numbers, some of the reconsideration numbers to some of the major banks that you may be applying for credit cards with, and if you get denied, I'm gonna put up on the screen right here the reconsideration numbers, so you can screenshot it, save it for later, just in case you get denied, and you have those numbers already, so you can call up the reconsideration line. So that's all information that I have for today. Hopefully it was helpful. Please give me the old thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Mr. Credit Banking out. Peace.